You've got to disrupt the familiar. You've got to disrupt and distort the rut. And you've got to get around people that know how to do that. Plain and simple. Welcome to this week's Motivational Monday. It's Chris Pre again. You know, guys, I was prepping for our mastermind call coming up here in a few days with the High Six. I always look forward to it. And I'm always looking to see, okay, what took place during the week? What are the coaches been telling me? What's happening right now? What's the pulse? And I wanted to share some thoughts with you in this Motivational Monday because as I was going through it, I'm thinking, you know what? I know everyone else is affected by this. So here are some thoughts for you in no particular order. One, some people, especially with the media screaming, I've said this for years, are afraid of the market. And this happens all the time because the media is always screaming. Why? Because you can check different rates on this, different percentages. But generally speaking, 65 to 85% ratings are higher when it's negative news, right? So that's why they scream. So if the market's doing wonky things, you are by far in the most demand ever. And I can tell you in my 34th year of doing business, in over a decade doing just creative with the Wicked Smart community, 12 years now, that is proven out. Every single time there's been a twist, a turn, a change in the market, which is always happening, right? It feeds, it adds gas to the fire of the demand for you being the expert in creative real estate, okay? Now, let me just relate a story too. In 2013, coming out of a nasty period of 4 years for me, 08 to 12, I will tell you that everyone said to me, you're crazy, you don't do real estate. And what I did from August of 13 to December of 13 is I went out and put about 12 properties under agreement. And with our 3 payday trademark system, it wasn't then I trademarked it. And the potential 3 paydays payout was, I don't know, it surpassed $1 million. I remember walking home to our 1-bedroom apartment, which I had to downsize to during the crash, and saying to my wife, wow, the light bulb went off. I said, I can see it. Now, there is no reason to be afraid of the market, guys. And let me just share a quote with you. And I'm sorry, it came out of one of my audible books, and I just threw it in my notes. When the roots are deep, there's no reason to fear the wind, is what it said. Right? Picture a tree. When the roots are deep, there's no reason to fear the wind. Well, how can you get deep roots in real estate so you don't care what the market does, right? So you don't care about the wind. Well, you can go longer terms, right? It's what we're teaching the community always anyway. But if I have a 10-year term, or in case of the building I bought, a 20-year term, do I really care about the little blips in the market? No, I absolutely do not, especially if my 10-year term on the owner financing is principal-only payments every single month. Picture that. Crazy profitable, okay? What else can you do to get deeper roots, right? Well, you can improve your skill set, right? Are you brushing up on your skill set? Are you going to our Deal Structure Sundays for free on YouTube? Go to YouTube. If you're here now watching this video, just type in Deal Structure Sunday. There's a whole PlayStation of those, and there's 400 or 500 of them. If you have not gone through our QLS home study program, I don't know why on earth you wouldn't. If you're already in our community, have you reviewed it? Because we update it often, and the percentage of your completion will go down when we do our updates. Now, if you're out there going, hey, I haven't even seen you, Chris. I don't know who Smart Real Estate Coach is. I don't know what you're talking about with QLS. QLS stands for Quantum Leap System. It's our kind of our foundation, our base system that lives online, that you own for life, that we update constantly, and it's been around since 2016. Again, multiple updates, 4 updates to be exact. If you want to get a hold of that, go to smartrealestatecoach.com/QLS YouTube. That's it, smartrealestatecoach.com/QLS YouTube. Now that comes free with all the different experience levels if you're not there yet. If you're also in our community, there's access to what we call ARC, Associate Resource Center, which is a plethora of information. So if you're structuring your deals because your skill set's getting better to do longer terms, you will have no reason to fear the wind because your roots are deep. Okay, so I love that quote for that reason. Now, here's what I want you to think about as I leave you with some direction here for the rest of this year. If you were to right now add to your real estate business, or if you're not in the business yet, start the real estate business. And if you were to 5 or 10 times your income, right away, what does that spark in you? Like, where's the constraint? I'll give you an example. One of our President's Club members, which is the highest level that I work with, Debbie, left me a voice text this morning. We do voice text with the higher level people for accountability. And it's a good problem to have. She said, wow, she went from not enough leads to not enough appointments to not knowing how to talk to now nailing appointment after appointment after appointment. And now she has properties in the market. That's what we're supposed to do here, right? That's the end game. but she said, wow, I got some calls yesterday from buyers. I'm summarizing here, but I need to talk to Nick, my son, about how to handle them. So it's a whole new thing. So that's her constraint right now, right? So where is your constraint? Not sure where to get started? Go to smartrealestatecoach.com/get going for free books, strategy calls, and a whole bunch more. We're going to help you get going the wicked smart way. We've been after this for over a decade doing exactly that. Is it you don't know anything about creative and you have to learn? Well, when would now be a good time to get in one of the different experience levels we have? For example, you can become an apprentice for dirt cheap, get the QLS study course for free, and be in our system, be in our ecosphere. Go to smartrealestatecoach.com/apprentice YouTube. Okay, I'm just giving you resources as I go, guys, so they're not empty, right? I will tell you what are some other ways you could kind of break through to get to this 5 to 10 times your income. And I'm not promising that, guys. I don't know you. This is disclosure here. I have no idea who I'm talking to here, who's seeing this. What I do know is some of these concepts are real general. We all have our comfort zones, right? And even if you don't love it, it's sort of a rut, right? Because we're familiar with it. We tend to be in this rut, right? It's like we're programmed for survival. It's like animals. When I had my home in Stowe, Vermont, you'd see the track along the woods in the snow. The deer every day. Same path in, same path out. Same path in, same path out. Why? They're comfortable, right? And as you think bigger, surround yourself with bigger thinking people, you expand and disrupt your rut, right? So I'd encourage you to do that. I'd encourage you to camp out here as much as you can. I'd encourage you to come to the next QLS Live event, QLSlive.com for more information. It's in Boston in October. If you've seen this after that for some reason, QLSlive.com. We'll always have the next one. You can get around people there, right? Come to our boot camp. It's private right here in my office. I'll be elbow to elbow with you, making phone calls to your leads if you want, or you can just witness what we do. All you got to do is to learn more about that is smartrealestatecoach.com/ITTB YouTube. ITTB YouTube. Guys, I'm whipping resources out because this is real simple. I can talk on these motivational Mondays till I'm blue in the face, but if you don't take action, you're going to be in the same spot you are now 5 years from now. And I know that's pretty direct, but how fast did the last 5 years go? And are you okay if in 2030, the year 2030, sounds crazy, right? Are you okay if you're in the same spot? I don't know. Only you know the answer. But I'm here to help you. The team's here to help you. And I, at the deepest level, understand where you are if you're having struggles. I went through the '08 crash. I had tow trucks show up at the house to take a car. I had banks calling. I had IRS calling. I had credit cards calling. I could keep going, guys. I understand at the deepest level where you are. I also understand at the deepest level to make a change to that, you've got to disrupt the familiar. You've got to disrupt and distort the rut. And you've got to get around people that know how to do that. Plain and simple. So I know we threw a lot of links in here. I encourage you to take action on all of them is the ideal. But if you want to water it down, that's okay too. I look forward to seeing you at the next QLS Live event or ideally both right here in the In the Trenches Bootcamp. See you soon. Hope you enjoyed this week's Motivation Monday. Let me know what your biggest takeaway was. There's a lot here to unpack. Just email me, Chris@smartrealestatecoach.com. Can't wait to meet you.